Okay, so we are going to be discussing in the next couple videos your element project. So I'm going to be breaking this down into different sections, so you will need to watch each section when you are trying to complete that task. For the very first section, this is just the front page of your project booklet. You are going to draw the periodic table notation of your element, and that would just be your element square. So that's going to be right here on the front, okay? Now, this next page is your research page. So at the very top, you would put your element's name. Now, you are going to have to Google these or some of these to find your answers, okay? Now, some of these you should already be able to know just based off looking at the periodic table, but some of them you may have to Google, and I'm going to walk you through what you would type in into Google to help you search a little bit easier. So you're going to put your element name, then right here, and you're going to be filling this in. Right here, you're going to write your element symbol. The next is your element number, okay? Now, if you are not in class with us, or you're doing this later and you don't know what an atomic number is, then you need to Google what is the atomic number for the element and then type in your element's name. So you would type, what is the atomic number for the element hydrogen, if your element's name is hydrogen. And then you would write the atomic number on this line. Then you would write the atomic mass. So you would say, what is the atomic mass for the element? And then you would type your element's name in, and you would write the element's mass there, or the atomic mass there. Then you would do the exact same for number of protons, electrons, neutrons, and a chemical family. Now, the chemical family we have learned is going to be the groups. So if you're in group 1, like on your periodic table, if you're looking at your periodic table, remember these are your groups. So that is your chemical family. So if you're in group 1, then you're the alkali metals. And that's what you would write right here, okay? So you can use your periodic table to look for that, or you can type in what is the chemical family for the element, and then you would finish typing your element's name. Then you're going to discuss the location of the periodic table. So what surrounds it? What group is your element in? What period is your element in? So remember, groups are up and down, periods are side to side. So hydrogen is in group 1, period 1. If you are magnesium, then you are group 2, period 3. So you can look at your periodic table to tell you where your location is at. You can also Google it by typing in those questions. Physical characteristics. You will probably have to Google this. So you would type in, what are some physical characteristics for the element, and then you would type the rest in using your element's name. And then, what is your element used for in real life? Go to Google, type in, what are some real life uses for the element, then finish with your element's name. And you're going to list these things in these boxes. Your element that has been combined with. So what compounds does your element combine with naturally? Now, some of these, they're not going to combine with anything. Like if you're a noble gas, we know that noble gases are not very reactive. So normally they don't bind with anything. Like neon is found in nature by itself. So it doesn't really bind with anything. But please try to search out for things that it does bind with, even if there are very few. Now, there are going to be some, like oxygen or carbon, that have a lot of combinations. So just name a couple that are really, really prominent in nature that you would see a lot. Then it says list 3 interesting facts. So you just need to Google what are some interesting facts about the element, and then your element. And then you're going to fill that in. Now, if you don't understand the interesting fact, it's not interesting. Go find one that you actually understand. You may have to do some research. It may give you an interesting fact, and then you go have to figure out what that interesting fact means. So you may have to put a little bit more effort into this one in order for you to really figure out what some interesting facts are. So that is part A, the research page.